Well, LCS is kicking off in just a couple days. It's the media day, though, remote media day. I'm joined right now by Froggen from Dignitas to talk a little bit about what's going on over there, which I actually have no idea. So I'd love if you can give me some context. There's been a bunch of rumors, a bunch of roster changes. So what is actually going on at Dignitas for summer?
Well, so far, I guess a couple of weeks ago, we started practicing again, where we have been swapping players in and out of scrims, and then the coaches are gonna decide whoever like performs best. Feels like it's gonna be the strongest team.
Do you have any insight yet into what that roster will look like for Friday, or I mean for this weekend?
I do, but I don't think it's something I can share yet.
Okay, gotcha. Um, well, what have you thought about the whole process? Because a lot of people, I think, on the outside have been like, "Wow, does Dig even know what they're doing?" There's all these changes. It's been really weird. So I'm kind of curious what your experience has been like going through this whole process.
I feel like the process has been pretty stressful for me, or for anyone really, because we just kind of started like boom out of nowhere. Um, but I mean, it kind of is what it is, and I'm just trying to like do my best. And I've been playing League throughout the off season as well, where I've been streaming a bunch. So I feel pretty in shape and like pretty on form for what I need to do. So yeah.
Given that there's been all this, roster swapping and changes and all that kind of stuff, do you think that we're going to see like a kind of messy Dignitas out the gate, even if hopefully it gets better over the course of the split?
I feel like there's a chance because up until Saturday or Friday, it wasn't really decided on who we were going to use for LCS yet, which means that we've just been swapping a lot of players in and out, and we haven't been able to practice multiple days with the same roster, and it's just been like kind of a mess, I would say. And we also have like basically three new players. We got JJ and Asta coming in instead of Ole and Phoenix, and then Phoenix is swapped back to mid. And it's just there's some new stuff going on.
Yeah.
So it's been a bit messy for sure.
How confident are you that you're starting?
That's a good bait.
I mean, no, I just mean like I'm not trying to pry and find out necessarily if you are. It's more just like if you're feeling like you can make like you're the best mid laner for the team right now, or what's going on. I'm just like, it's got to be interesting to be in your position.
Well, I think what's interesting is that we actually had Tanner play in the plays too. So we had Phoenix playing AD first, and then Tanner playing mid, and then throughout like the first week or so, it ended up being swapped up and changed, which obviously impacts my role because then it's like having three mid laners instead of only two. So there was time for me to actually practice, which definitely impacts it a bit. I'm pretty like confident in my own ability to do what's like required of me and just do my thing and be like strong when it comes to playing LCS and compete pretty well.
Yeah.
I don't really have concerns on that side of things. So, but I don't know. That's like my own perspective compared to it's like I'm not the one putting myself on the roster, you know. So
Right. I mean, it must be in some ways a little nice for you that Golden Guardians ended up picking up Demonte then, because then if there were three mid laners, now there's down to two, right?
yeah. I mean, that kind of is what it is. I don't really. I honestly, I don't care that much for who I compete against. I feel like I'm better against all the ones I've competed for any kind of spots for. And I don't know. Obviously, I don't know how the coaches and management and stuff looks at it, but I don't know. All I've heard is positive things about what I've been doing, and that I should just keep up doing whatever I'm doing. So there hasn't been any like things where they haven't been happy with me as far as I've heard.
Well, based off of what you've been seeing in scrims, are there any teams that you expect to surprise? I mean, obviously, a lot of people are expecting Cloud9 to do well, but are there any other teams that you think people should keep their eye on for summer split?
It's hard for me to say. I think maybe the strength level is about the same as what we saw in spring.
Yeah.
Where I think, I mean, C9 is obviously really, really good, and we expect them to still be the best. And then it's not like they've scrimmed every team so far, so it's a little hard to say, but I would expect that EG is still strong and FlyQuest is still strong.
Unfortunately, we're out of time, but is there anything that you would like to say to any of the fans out there?
Yeah, just thank you to all the fans for watching this video and for all the support that you guys keep on giving. It's really amazing.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Froggen, for taking the time to do this. I'm looking forward to seeing how stuff goes in Summer Split, and hopefully we get to see you play, if not on stage, from your computer at home very soon. Well, thanks so much for the interview.
Yeah, thank you, Travis.
Hey, I want to give a big shout out to Draft Buff and Alienware for sponsoring this video. Alienware has released some amazing new hardware since Spring Split. You might have missed it because, you know, you haven't been watching my ads talking about it, but they now have updates to their M15 and M17 line, their Area 51M, and also their Aurora. So basically, you know, all the stuff that we use here at Travis Gafford Industries to make stuff has been newly refreshed. And you can still use Travis 10 off, but you need to add Q2 at the end of it. Travis 10 off Q2 to save 10%. And there's a link in the video description, alienware.com/Travis to check out their stuff. It really helps me out. Thanks so much.